G-L-A-N-O-R-O-U-S, yeah. G-L-A-N-O.
She's totally intergalactic. Sick stuff. Hey girl, it's Dr. Amanda Noelle from dramandanoelle.com, and I'm here to talk about what it's like to be a starseed. First of all, being a starseed simply means that you have been tuning in to higher dimensional consciousness from the galaxy pre-birth, and you came here with a mission to bring love and light to the planet, to awaken the sleeping beauties here on this planet. And sometimes it's not the easiest job, because you get hit with all these codes, you get hit with resistance, you get hit with your own stuff, your low self-esteem, your family's energy, addictive patterns in society. You get consumed with insecurity, with greed, with fear, with am I good enough? And so you're this ambassador of love, this soldier of the light. And then you start to doubt yourself by about age 3. There was a lot of excitement before I came to Earth. I was pumped. I was like, Mom and Dad, I'm coming. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be this revolution. And I came down and I was like, what's wrong with humans? Humans, we get stuck in our heads. We get focused on the wrong things. We get amnesia. We get distracted. We even get distracted from really important things, like deeply loving our children, like deeply tuning into ourselves and our own souls and being on a spiritual path. How many of us on this planet are really committed to our spiritual path and our spiritual growth as we are to our physical growth? Inside of us, our bodies are literally made of stardust. Everything on the planet is made of stardust. It is ancient material that has come from the cosmos, and we have an awakened membrane of our memory held through the water in our body, held through the DNA, the blood, the tissues, that's all borrowed from the stars. And these memories are called our souls, and these are eternal. And we're so ashamed to talk about them in mainstream society. When I go to like family events and weddings and I talk to people in the mainstream, people think I'm on freaking crack. I woke up as a starseed around 6 years ago. I was at Burning Man and I took my very first magic mushroom experience very lightly. I ended up realizing that I was a starseed and feeling like I was so different from many of the people that I'd grown up around as a child. That I knew something, I was something, that I had something that I was aware of in my subconscious, but I didn't know how to explain it, and I felt so freaking lonely and terrified. And this emotion has run through me my whole life. I felt lonely. I felt isolated. I felt like I needed to save the planet and like it was up to me. I felt like there was something really wrong with me because people were gonna see that I was different and freaky. And what happened is my friend Katie shows up, and I was just in tears because I realized that she too, we were in our psychic, it was called the psychic kindergarten. We were going through this 1-year-long psychic training together. That she too had been a starseed, and that she as a child had woken up and was like, I'm fine with it. I don't even care. I'm just different and I like it. And the healing that she had been giving me was that it was really okay, that it wasn't something that I had to be afraid of. When I was a little kid, I used to wear Halloween costumes to school, not on Halloween. My mom would be like, what are you doing? And I was like, well, starseeds like to have more fun. So I would wear butterfly costumes, rock star costumes, girl goddess fairy costumes. It didn't matter because to me, being a human is pretending anyways. You might as well pretend to just freaking have a great time here. That's why I wear crazy stuff like this. And it's just, you can never have too many accessories, right? It's not gaudy, it's not tacky, it's really sexy. Really? I don't know, I don't care. The main thing that we have to do is we need to prepare ourselves and for our children by getting over our fear of being different, getting over our fear of spirituality, getting over our fear of getting down into our bodies. And, you know, we get so stuck in our heads that we get over analytical. We focus on what's the next step, and then you end up in college, and then you end up in this career track, and then you end up dead. And you've never really thought about what's my soul purpose? What's my destiny? What's a twin flame? Why am I here? And you end up problem solving each little thing on your list that's disconnected from those soul purpose points, from having star children, from meeting your twin flame. And we end up leading entire lineages, generation after another, that is off track from the original reason that we came here. The original reason that our bloodlines ever existed was to create this beautiful heaven on earth. Do you think your ancestors came here like, oh, let's come here to suffer. Let's have famine and flood and an influenza and not have a good time. Let's try and just, look like we're having a good time at Ivy League schools, having depression and being on antidepressants and shoving it down, being in these marriages that are in these cookie cutter boxes women and men go crazy with, and then their kids get to go crazy with it. And then the cycle repeats. That was not the point of coming here. We did not evolve to come all this way to have all this financial stability, all this root chakra stability, because we're not afraid of famine. We're not afraid of flood anymore. But what we're really afraid of, what happens if we leave this heaven on earth? What happens if we put all of our money and our love where our hearts are, and we invest into all of us living a full life full of magic and freedom? And we have the internet now where we can market our businesses. We can create six-figure blissnesses in 2.5 years or less, like I've done. Everyone can do it if we use our hearts and we use our voices. We use what the universe gave us. We can create absolutely anything that is in our hearts. We have angels guiding us. We have oversouls that are so massive. And when we come together, we literally can create anything that we desire. And it starts by getting over our fears of speaking out, opening the 5th chakra. But we need to get together, Starseeds. We need to start recruiting the other Starseeds who don't know that they're Starseeds. We need to start creating a culture where it's cool to be a Starseed. So that's what I'm really here to create, and I hope you can co-create it with me. Thanks for listening to my message. I know you're a rock star, Starseed, and if you want to share about that, post in the comments below. You can subscribe, and also I want you to come to the next new moon call at Aphrodite University, www.aphroditeyuniversity.org/free-class. I'll see you there. Namaste, namasko.
Living my life in the fast lane. I want to change by the glamorous. Oh, flousy, glamorous.
She's a starseed lady.